Welcome back, Waltham High. I'm Ryan Leonard.
And I'm Moses Holloway.
Attention students and teachers, there are a lot of kids who will not have the clothing they need this winter to stay warm. Please help by donating lightly used clothing in the junior house office. All donations will be given to St. Mary's Church for distribution.
Speaking of clothing, we have a segment about the winter hats available at Waltham High School.
We have new hats at the Hawk's Nest. This one's $15 and this one's $15. They're mad cheap. You should come get one now. Available all lunches. That's it, bye.
How did you get the idea for the hats in the Hawk's Nest?
We just saw every hat that was in the Hawk's Nest, and they were pretty, kind of crust. So we just wanted to, do something new, and I knew the beanie idea would sell because that's, what's in right now. A lot of people like to wear hats like that. I'm pretty sure it's, the most, sold item in the store right now, or, pretty much ever. So, I had an idea they would sell pretty good because, it's pretty fresh, idea, but I didn't think it'd do as good as it did. It sold out, the first day. I still haven't, the first day I wanted to get one, I didn't even get one, so.
Yo, I saw those hats. Those are fresh. I buy those in a heartbeat. I want to buy 5 of them. Let's have a new one for each day, every day of the week for school. Those are amazing. I'd buy them. You should buy them too.
I don't know. I don't like the color. I think they should be blue and orange and have Newton South on it. That would be pretty cool.
What do you think about the new winter hats?
Oh, the new winter hats?
Yep.
Those hats, they're awesome. Because, first of all, they keep your head warm. Your head warm. And, they're really, the design is very good. So I like it. I should buy one of those. I was thinking about buying one. So I think everyone should.
There will be a college planning night for parents of juniors on January 28th.
We have some more information about college planning in this segment.
Where have you applied to for college?
Endicott, LaSalle, Curry, and Western New England.
I applied to Bridgewater State, Salem State, UMass Amherst, and LaSalle.
So far, I've applied to Salem State, UMass Dartmouth, UMass Lowell, Bridgewater, Framingham State, and Worcester State.
And what are you interested in studying?
I'd like to go for criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
I'm interested in going to school for CJ, criminal justice.
What are you looking forward to in college?
I'm looking forward to meeting new people and getting out of Waltham.
To learn a lot, and I feel like it'd be a great experience.
Have you gotten any letters back?
Not yet. Hopefully this month I'll be getting them. I'm waiting on them. I just applied 2 weeks ago, so they'll be coming in soon. I'll be racking up the acceptance letters sooner or later.
I've gotten 3 so far. I've gotten into LaSalle, Western New England, and Curry, so I'm waiting on Endicott's letter.
No, I haven't. I just sent everything in a week ago, so hopefully soon.
All right, thank you. Even though you're a junior, have you started looking for colleges?
Yeah, I actually went this weekend.
Where'd you go?
San Francisco Institute of Art.
So you're interested in art?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to art school.
Where did you go to college?
I did my undergraduate work at Framingham State College, and then I did graduate work at Boston College and Eastern Nazarene College.
I went to Westfield State College.
I went to college at UMass Amherst.
I went to Stonehill College.
And what was your favorite college memory?
My favorite college memory was probably the social stuff.
Yeah, it was many. But I guess the relationships that you create in college with people, from around the state and around the region. So that's mainly what I remember. Still guys that you have to, after 20 plus years, still stay in contact with.
My favorite college memory was actually doing the cheerleading team at UMass. It was really awesome to get involved in athletics at the collegiate level.
I had many. College is a wonderful time. I played 2 sports at college, so I enjoyed my sports career while at college. Living with many friends, and yeah.
What advice do you have for seniors graduating this year?
Try to relax and have some self-confidence in yourself. When you arrive at college, you'll probably be a little nervous, but convince yourself that you can do it. If I could graduate from college, anyone can. So feel good about yourself. If you get into college, you can graduate.
Go to class. So important to go to class. It's very easy not to go to class because there's nobody there to tell you not to go to class. And know how to manage your time. Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, Wednesday nights, whatever night during the week, Sunday nights. That's when I got a lot of the work done. I'm not going to say that I was any angel on the other nights, but it was, it's just managing your time. There's a lot of things to do in college, a lot of distractions, and so you really got to learn to manage your time.
My advice for seniors going into college is be prepared and don't take too many early classes because you won't make it to a lot of them.
For students needing extra help in the area of mathematics, the Math Clinic will be available every Tuesday and Thursday in room 166 at 210. No appointment is necessary.
In this next segment, we also discovered other ways students can improve their grades and why it's important to.
With the end of the second quarter behind us now, we asked teachers and administrators what students can do to improve their grades.
Well, there's lots of ways students can improve. The thing that they can do for themselves is instead of just doing homework, actually studying and reviewing their notes and reviewing readings. So that's the number one thing. If a student is also struggling a little bit in class, they really need to go and meet with the teacher. And that doesn't mean you have to spend like a lot of time after school, but even sometimes 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour with your own teacher after school can go a long way. Also, studying with a friend makes it a little bit more fun. So there's lots of ways that you can improve your grades, and it's really important for you to do that, particularly for juniors and seniors who are looking at colleges at this point in time. So, and I find that juniors and seniors are really paying a little bit more attention to their grades.
The simplest thing that a student can do in terms of a program would be go try to set something up with a teacher after school. So a teacher of whatever class you're in, that's probably the best resource. But if that's not available, you can always go to the library after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and there's an after-school tutoring program. There's on Wednesdays is the freshman mentors have a program, so you can meet up with them. I know that some days during the week, Bentley students come in and help with tutoring. So there are a lot of resources after school, and whether it's with a teacher, with a tutor, or just with a study group amongst your friends, those are all good things to do.
I think the easiest way to improve grades is to make sure you do work throughout the term. So whatever homework you have, just be diligent about that. And there are some things you can do. Just set up a nice space at home, a desk area that you can study on, and match up with some friends who are in the same class and maybe do study groups together. So things like that go a long way and make it enjoyable rather than a burden.
Students can improve their grades basically by working harder. I have 4 of my 5 classes this year are junior classes, and I told them right from the first day of class, I have a daughter who's a freshman in college. So not only have I gone through the college process as an educator for years, but also as a parent. And I have a son who's a sophomore in high school, so I'm getting ready to go through it again. And I know that junior year is a very important year for your grades. Junior year is when colleges look at your transcripts, junior year, end of junior year transcripts, and your first and second semester senior year, first and second quarter senior year. This is the year, I told my classes, if you don't have a good work ethic, this is the year to find one. Many people can do well in any class if they work at it. So for example, we just finished taking midterms, and Mr. Gavin actually started this conversation, and I did it with my classes. But how long did you take preparing for your midterm? Okay, the answer should have been minimum 3 hours. And you say that to many classes, and most of the students will, 3, are you kidding me? But I'm serious, because you can't do well without spending the proper amount of time. And that's where most students fall down. They don't spend the proper amount of time. So if I had to give a suggestion, my suggestion would be you need to set aside a proper amount of time to do your homework, to study for a quiz, to study for a test. If you're doing a research paper, you can't do it with 3 days to go before it's due. You need the proper amount of time. You need time management. You need to have time management, and you need to make sacrifices, okay? Yes, it might be more fun playing video games or texting with your friends, but you need to have the proper amount of time to do things right. And studying for tests and studying for quizzes and whatnot, 20 minutes is not enough time. Okay? And it doesn't have to be all done in one night. Usually you find out ahead of time when something's going to be. Budget your time. Spend 20 minutes one night, 20 minutes another night, build up to it until you're ready to go.
Project Purple Day will be on January 31st. This day is meant to bring awareness to substance abuse. The organization was started by former Celtic player Chris Heron. To support the project, you can buy a Project Purple t-shirt at all 3 lunches in Hawksnest.
On a related topic of staying healthy, our team caught up with the nurse for some information about the health department.
What qualifications do you have to become a school nurse?
To become a school nurse in Massachusetts, you have to have a bachelor's degree in nursing at a minimum. You can't have a master's or a nurse practitioner, but a bachelor's is the minimum degree. You have to have been a nurse for at least 2 years. You have to take the MTEL, the Massachusetts Teachers Communication and Literacy Test, and pass. You have to have certification in CPR and first aid and AED, which is the defibrillator. And there's one more thing. Oh, you have to take a course at Northeastern University School Health Institute on school nursing.
All right. So
it takes a while for someone to become a school nurse. Probably takes about a year once you get started in the process.
All right. Do you think it's important for schools to have a nurse's office?
Yeah, very.
Why?
Because, I mean, I'm not speaking for myself, but for many other students have been sick and passed and have emergencies here. It takes a while for ambulance to get here. The nurses can handle that right away. And they can deal with minor stuff rather than having to get someone sent to the doctors. Say if they have a cold, they can just get medicine here.
So what goes on in the school with nurses?
Well, the nurses are really busy in Waltham. I think if you picture Gillette Stadium, which holds about 60,000 people, last year the school nurses had 53,000 school health visits from students in Waltham. So we're very, very busy. At the high school, which you're probably most interested in, the nurses will usually see about 100 students a day. On average, they see every student 7 times every year. So they're pretty busy. They do medication administration. They do screenings mandated screenings for heart, back, vision and hearing. But primarily they're assessing students for illnesses and referring them appropriately. We do also have some small percentage of kids, less than 7%, who are actually injured. So those are the
Do you think having nurses is effective for keeping kids healthy in school?
Yes, because if you don't have nurses, then when sickness is going around, nobody's going to know how to deal with it, and nobody's going to learn about the sickness.
What do you look for in a school nurse?
Well, of course, they have to have all those qualifications I mentioned before, and they have to have had experience in a relevant field. So someone who's worked in an emergency room, an ICU, which is intensive care, someone who's worked in pediatrics, someone who has good people skills. You also have to have a nurse who likes to teach and to work with students, because not everyone does like to work with students. And you have to be able to be autonomous, because in school nursing, you often don't have the support that you would have in a hospital. So you're very much on your own, and you have to have your very excellent communication and assessment skills. I've actually had a nurse who left because she felt that working in an ICU was easier than working in a school. Because you always had a doctor or other nurses around to ask questions or ask for help. But here we're on our own.
All right, thank you, Mary. Do you think the school nurses are effective in helping kids stay healthy in the school?
Yes, because I think that when you're really sick, they'll tell you to go home so you don't spread the germs.
Have they ever helped you personally?
Yes, by giving me like Tylenol or sending me home when I was sick, stuff like that.
All right, thank you.
This year, the school is continuing the project Hawk Spirit. This project promotes schoolmates to support each other's teams. For more information, check the Daily Bulletin or ask your coach.
Our team caught up with the swim team to find out how their season is going.
This week, we caught up with swim team captain Abu and sophomore swimmer Kyle on the season this year.
How long have you been doing swim?
This is my 4th year. I started freshman year.
I mean, I've been swimming since I was little, but this is my first year on the high school team.
Have you enjoyed it so far?
I have enjoyed every second of swimming.
Yeah, it's fun, yeah.
How's the team doing this year?
We are doing a lot better than last year and the previous year and the year before that. So, we're always trying to improve and make our times a lot better so we can be champions in our own hearts.
We're doing pretty good. The last meet we just had, we had a lot of personal bests and times, so things are looking good for us.
Who's the captain this year?
I am the captain of the boys team, and Emily Montoya is the captain of the girls team.
You guys going to close out the season strong?
Hopefully, yeah.
Next, we caught up with the swim team coach, Mr. Gavin, to give us an overview on his team this season.
We practice at the Boys and Girls Club Monday through Friday. Occasionally we have practice at Brandeis also, typically on Saturday mornings.
What is an average workout for the swim team?
Time-wise, weekends are about 2 hours long, and weekdays we are 2:30 to 4. Yardage-wise is about 2,000 yards.
When's the next meet?
The boys have a meet tomorrow, which is Thursday the 23rd against Boston Latin. Boys and girls have a meet on Friday the 24th against both Bedford and Westford Academy.
How well is the team doing this year?
Record-wise, we're not all that successful, but we are on the boys' side faster than we've ever been. We've already had people qualifying for states. On the girls' side, we are top to bottom as fast as we've been, and we've already qualified for sectionals with our eyes towards states.
Is the season almost over?
The bulk of the team will be done the first weekend in February with our DCL meet, and then certain qualifiers will swim on sectionals, and then a few more will swim at states. So about a month left.
Staying on the topic of sports, our team found out more about the upcoming Shriners football game.
Shriners is an all-star game for basically the top 100 athletes in the state, both north and south in the state. Basically a fundraiser for the Shriners Hospital. Brings in a ton of money, and it's a huge privilege to be part of that and selected for that. There is a process to that. Basically, there is a committee and a coaching staff that, which I'm fortunate to be on this year, that look over all the nominees.
Shriner Bowl Classic is a football game which was established in 2001, featuring graduating seniors from Central and Western Mass. In the 9 years the game has been played, the game has raised over $110,000 for the Shriners Hospital for Children.
Describe the Shriners Bowl. The Shriners Bowl is like an all-star game. They pick players from each position, and you pretty much play in a game. I'm very excited.
Do you know when it is?
In the middle of June.
Will there be scouts there?
Hopefully.
Dana, Kenz, and Harut, again, 3 players that have done very well in our league and fortunately have kind of got themselves a name or made a name for themselves around the state and then the coaching staff, and were able to make the cut. They were selected to participate in the game, and they're 3 of 50 players for the North squad this year.
Tell me what you know about the Shriners Bowl.
I know it started in 01. My cousin, who played for Wilmington High School back in 03, was actually selected for it, and I've been going to those games ever since. For them, those 3 players, outstanding work this season. They put in so much effort in the offseason in the weight room and stuff like that, but definitely paid off for them, and I'm so glad for them.
The Patriots' loss to the Broncos was definitely a hard pill to swallow for many fans in New England. Our team interviewed some students and teachers to find out their Super Bowl predictions.
Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky.
Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl, Seattle Seahawks or the Denver Broncos?
I have the Denver Broncos winning.
I got Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks, I think. Peyton Manning, he's a good quarterback. Big games, can't do it for me.
Who do you think the key players are?
For both teams, on Seattle side, their key player is probably going to be Marshawn Lynch to create that running game. For Denver, I think Wes Welk is going to be a factor. You know, the last Super Bowl he was in, he missed that catch with the pass, so I think he's going to come back and make the catches that he should make with Peyton.
For both teams, Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks, and Peyton Manning for the Broncos.
Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson, definitely the two quarterbacks face to face.
I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock. Before Cam got the pop, the doors is closed. I felt like bad boy street team. I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go.
Who will be the Super Bowl MVP?
Peyton Manning, because I feel he's gonna, obviously win the Super Bowl, and after that, get the MVP and go out on top, retire. Best quarterback in the league.
Either Richard Sherman or Marshawn Lynch.
My main man, Dana P. right here.
Marshawn Lynch. All I gotta say is, get off me, little boy.
Our last sports segment of the day is the boys indoor track team. Let's check it out.
Team's looking good. Kids are working hard. Seeing some PRs now. Kids getting a little bit faster. Kind of winding down to the end of the season. So things are good. We got a lot of guys working hard. Roger's one of the top milers in the state. He had an awesome time yesterday. Andrew Brenner up there in the dash, the hurdles, speed in the dash, and then we got a relay that's going to be one of the tops in the state at the end of the year. Also on the girls' side, their relay I think is top 5 4x2 relay. Jenny Sexton, one of the fastest girls in the state right now. Dartmouth was good. There's teams from Canada, New York, from everywhere. Again, I think Jenny won the 300 up there. So that was impressive. Andrew Brenner qualified for the finals, so some good overall performances.
We have a bunch of new people, and it looks like we have a pretty strong team in the future.
It's been a great experience so far. I made new friends. I made a new special friend in Coach Levan. He's my buddy. This has probably been the best season of my life so far in high school. I've been doing really good. I've been beating varsity kids in varsity events. I've been really making a name for myself in track. I'm faster than Moses Holloway.
We're looking pretty good this year. We got a new coach, Coach Mike, that helps out Coach Van, but overall we're doing pretty well.
How are the shot putters looking this year?
We're looking pretty good. We got a lot of promising talent. Myself, Joey O'Hara, Petey, Charlie O'Callahan, and James Landry here. I think we're all going to make it to DCLs, maybe states, go all the way.
When I first got there, Levan sort of put me everywhere because I was very multi-talented. I had everything. He wanted to see where I could get everything. I did the high jump, got kicked out of that, got kicked out of distance, got kicked out of shot put. So I'm a sprinter now. I'm just going to stick with that because I'm sort of fast. Not really, though.
Social media has become an important part of everyone's lives. This week, we found out which house offices are taking advantage of social media.
With the emergence of social media being an important way of getting information, we asked each house office the question, does your class have a social media account?
Yes, the class of 2017 has 2 social media accounts. We have a Twitter account, you can follow the class of 2017, and we also have a Facebook account right now. So we have a few students that run them at the moment, and Mrs. Brennan and I have talked a little bit about, what should go on them, and we try to use them to publicize events and like the bake sale we had at the around Christmas time, and that's kind of the main focus for us right now is just publicizing events and fundraisers and information like that.
I don't think we do. I knew we were going to set up something for the fall, for the harvest, and I'm not sure if it got set up, I'll be very honest with you. But I do have my own personal Twitter account, which is, I don't tweet. I'll retweet something. I may tweet every once in a while. I think I maybe tweeted myself maybe like 10 or 12 times in my life. But it's Stephen Duffy, 2. It's, I'm often confused with some Irish singer or English singer that's Stephen Duffy, and it's I'll often refer to in tweets that I see that are on my page. So, but I do like Twitter.
We do. Twitter, designed and maintained by our class offices. You can certainly follow the upcoming things, whether it's the bake sale or the cotillion or final exam schedule. at Waltham High 2015, which will be the year we graduate.
Yes, I'm the manager of the social media account for the senior class, and it's the Hawks in 2014.
Our next segment focuses on the annual Lip Dub. This school-wide event has become a tradition that is enjoyed by hundreds of students. It's been viewed online almost 30,000 times. Here's more information about this year's Lip Dub.
I kind of want to do something a little bit different and not the same old, same old. If you have any ideas for anything unusual or new, Marianne?
Why don't we do a lip dub?
Does everybody know what those are, the Lip Dub videos?
What's the theme for this year's Lip Dub?
TV theme songs.
And what's the date for this year's Lip Dub?
The date is March 12th.
And why are you and Michelle chosen to run this year's Lip Dub?
Because we are in TV3 and we're seniors and Mr. Hazel chose us.
The theme of this year's Lip Dub was chosen by the TV3 class. They're the ones that are in charge of it every year. So next year, you guys are in TV2, so go to TV3. That group of people chooses the theme every year. The TV theme songs idea, I was in a discussion with them about it because we were sitting in my office, a few of them, and we were just throwing out random things. Commercial jingles came up, and then someone just shouted out TV theme songs would be a really good idea. And I went online to look up if anyone had ever done that before. And we found one, but it was terrible. It was terrible. It was really, really bad. I'm like, my God, we could do so much better with this if we had, 800 kids show up and people dressed in costume and maybe people dressed as SpongeBob. We were doing that theme and other theme songs, like the Full House theme song, maybe people dressed in those clothes from that generation. So that was just a thought. We chose Mary and Michelle to run it. The decision there was because Mary Cardona Foster was the other female in our class, and then she teamed up with, I think, Anthony. They're running senior video. But I have 3 girls in that class, and it's a well-known, documented fact that males are talkers and females are doers. And every time I've had a female in charge of Lip Dub, it's gone off without a hitch. Not to say that males don't do, but honestly, it's true. The girls they get it done. Sorry, no offense to the guys out there. I'm a guy too, but the girls they take the reins and they run with it, and they actually do. Last year was Elena DeAngelis, and she was tremendous. She ran with it. So I also feel that Mary and Michelle will motivate people like crazy because that's just who they are. They're firecrackers and they're funny, and they'll just motivate people to come and show up and have fun. And that's what it. Well, the other thing is it's our I believe our 4th Lip Dub, and I'm hoping it's going to be the biggest. I hope everybody comes. I hope that it's a whole school thing. It's going to be tentatively right now. It's Wednesday, March 12th. It'll be like right after school. You just stay. The bell rings. You stay after school. And I hope I'm looking for numbers. We just want everybody to come. The whole school's welcome. So, and I want more teachers this year. Teachers last year let us down. I want more teachers this year. No excuses. All right.
Thank you.
Our final segment today focuses on Senior Prom. This event allows seniors to come together one last time to create memories that will last a lifetime. Here is Derek and Andrew with more information.
Will you be attending Senior Prom this year?
I hope so.
I will be attending Senior Prom.
I will be attending Senior Prom.
Yes, I think so.
Are you going to be attending the all-night party?
Yes, I am.
I will be attending the all-night party also.
The all-night party sounds pretty fun, so I'll probably be there.
Well, last year I went to the all-night party because I went to the Senior Prom last year, and it was a lot of great memories, and
Where's prom being held?
The Burlington Marriott.
And if you could give a quick preview of what it's going to be like.
Well, we plan on it being a really nice night. We're going for kind of a fairy tale, elegant-y kind of, I don't want to say theme, but we were just talking about the champagne colored color scheme with the lights and the white lights and whatnot. We're not too positive yet exactly what we're going to be doing, but that's just a little brief idea what we've been talking about.
Senior prom, oh man, it's a long-standing tradition for high schoolers, and it's a formal night. What's nice about it is it's a great night. I've gone before to videotape it, and I've also gone before as a chaperone, and the kids are all looking their best. They're all dressed to the nines. Guys are in tuxes, girls are in really nice prom gowns. They spend a lot of money. It's a kind of an extravagant night. You spend a lot of money, limos and all the attire and all that, and usually there's a good DJ, and the food's usually really good. It's it's a great night to get together with your class, and then the all-night party afterwards. I've chaperoned that in the past, and that's a great time. I wish we had something like that back when I was in high school. It's a must-do. I think that all seniors should do it. I think you're crazy if you don't do it. If you feel the need to go out and party, whatever. I mean, save it for another time. Save it for, the summer, whatever. But more importantly, I think it's a prom night. It's a great idea just to go to the all-night party, be with your friends. Again, everybody's there. All your friends are there. They have all these activities, and it's from what I've seen, everybody usually has a really good time.
Well, that's all the time we have for you this week. We hope that you take advantage of some of the great programs shown in this week's newscast. For WHS News Now, I'm Ryan Leonard.
And I'm Moses Holloway.
She's a good girl.